Hello, this is UK Payroll Tips and my name is Peter Granston. In this series of videos I'll show you how to manually work out PAYE tax and national insurance deductions using tables and a calculator. This first tutorial will focus on how to work out free pay using the pay adjustment table supplied by Her Majesty's Revenue Service's website. Please find the link in the description. Free pay must be calculated first because tax is worked out on your gross pay minus free pay. The amount of free pay you're allowed is calculated using the numeric part of your tax code. Free pay is then divided equally throughout the year per pay period. For an example of a tax code under 501, we will use 480L and a monthly paid employee. For weekly paid employees, apply the same formula using the weekly tables. Look up 480 in the code column on the appropriate page for the period and frequency. The amount of free pay to date is shown to the right of the code. Using a calculator instead of the tables, you can work out tax codes under 501 this way. 480 times 10 plus 9 divided by 12 for the months and rounded up. For weekly, this would be 480 times 10 plus 9 divided by weeks, which would be 52, and then rounded up. Tax codes over 500 are a bit more complicated, but we'll use 810L as a tax code for a monthly paid employee. The same applies for a weekly paid employee, but use the weekly lookup tables. Divide the code into units of 500 and note the number of units and the amount left over. For code 810, the number of units of 500 is 1 and the remainder is 310. Look up the amount of pay adjustment from the appropriate lookup table for the remainder. 310 in this example equals 259.09. Multiply the figure given in the box marked with an asterisk at the bottom of the page by the number of units of 500. 416.67 times 1 equals 416.67. Add these two amounts together. 416.67 plus 259.09 equals 675.76. Using a calculator to work this out, again divide the code into units of 500 and note the number of units and the amount left over. Monthly total free pay equals 416.67 times the units of 1 plus a remainder of 310 times 10 plus 9 divided by 12 for the months and rounded up. For the weekly values, change 416.67 to 96.16 and 12 to 52. Weekly total free pay equals 96.16 times the units of 1 plus the remainder of 310 times 10 plus 9 divided by 52 for the weeks and rounded up. In this last example, the tax code is over 500, but divides exactly into units of 500. We will use 1500L as the tax code for a monthly paid employee. Divide the code into units of 500 and note the number of units is 3. Look up the amount for 1 unit of 500 from the appropriate lookup table. Multiply the figure given in the box marked with an asterisk at the bottom of the page by the number of remaining units of 500. 416.67 times 2 equals 833.34. Add these two amounts together. 417.42 plus 833.34 equals 1250.76. Using a calculator is exactly the same as in the previous example, but we have more units and no remainders. Divide the code into units of 500 and note the number of units. Monthly total free pay is 416.67 times the units of 3 plus the remainder of 0 times 10 plus 9 divided by 12 for months and then rounded up. Again for weekly values, change 416.67 to 96.16 and 12 to 52. Weekly total free pay equals 69.16 times the units of 3 plus the remainder of 0 times 10 plus 9 divided by 52 for the months, and then round it up. For more information about your tax code, see our video, What Does My Tax Code Mean? In the next video, I'll show you how to use the tax tables. Save time and money with PaySoft's Time Saver Calc for Tax. Please subscribe if you like this video. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments section below.